Hi, I am Osman. I am an energy healer on a master level with telepathic capabilities. I specialize in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst a host of other physiological, psychological, and even spiritual ailments. I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having spent a lot of decades uh, studying and increasing my knowledge in the science from masters from various different specializations in this field, and also teaching yoga and meditation past 44 years with students in over 100 countries across the globe, thousands of students, and my focus and dedication has always been to find a new, more efficient protocol and simplifying it for the 21st century. So visit my website, yogawellness786.com, to download your free 5-minute yoga and meditation video. And also remember, my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. The reason for the mass increase in depression and anxiety in the world today. So, the World Health Organization is declaring that it's coming to a pandemic level, that this is becoming a very serious problem worldwide. So many people are suffering severely with depression and anxiety and related psychological problems, and that it's coming to pandemic levels, and suicide rates are increasing at an alarming rate annually. It's no more every 10 years. Every year there is a substantive increase in the suicide rate, right, across the world. So what is the reason, for this? And after recently, observing that there is mass problems among people with involuntary kundalini awakenings, means that the time is, because the evolution of your spirituality, if you don't practice yoga, it's still going to happen naturally. It's just going to take a lot of time, right? Many generations for it to fully actualize. And I feel the time of actualization is already upon us, because we can see that we've advanced technologically, so much in the industrial and the way our lifestyle and so forth is so advanced, but we are still living like in terms of psychologically, in the past methods, right? Not adopting newer and more advanced ways of thinking and working, and uh, approaching. Actually, it's regressing in morality and ethics and lifestyle habits, where we are, due to the comforts, abusing drugs more, abusing, intoxicants more, and losing morality and promiscuity, and people are no longer getting into monogamous long-term relationships. 60% of the adult population is unmarried and not expected to marry or have children, right? Or get into any committed relations, because casual relations come by so easy, right? And so all these is a decline in the morality and so forth, that's creating this problem, and the kundalini is still involuntarily awakening. So how do you know it's awakening, right? Some of its some of its exhibitions of how you know it's awakening is when people start suffering severe psychological problems. Because if you are not ready and haven't prepared your body and mind and your lifestyle to welcome this awakening of the kundalini energy, which is happening naturally now, right? Whether you want to or don't want to, then this will result in insanity and psychosis, according to someone who was very prolific in teaching the science of the Kundalini to the Western world in the English language, was Gopi Krishna, right? Who had his first Kundalini awakening in 1937. And it took him, I think, until the age of 49, another 17 years, right? Um, Sorry, another the until from his age of 37 to the age of 49, so 12 years, another 12 years more, right, for him to fully mature the Kundalini and be in the state of the superconscious state permanently, you know. And he remained in that state where he was very balanced in both the worlds and offering warnings about this energy, this Kundalini energy, that it's going to come and it's going to be very harmful for people who's not ready for it. And the way that he prescribed is people need to not do anything extreme, don't have to go into extensive yoga, meditation, and breath work, just to live a good moral life, do good, be good, right? Live a simple life with high thinking, right? Dress simple, don't live too extravagantly, don't waste your money, and try to help, the fellow man. So that was his advice, but people are not living that way. It is, a rat race, in the economy, but the economy overall is declining from the income perspective, and people are all struggling, right? They are having to hold two three jobs, and they got no time, for a time out for themselves, for R&R, rest and relaxation or recreational activities. There isn't time. They are working, until late hours at night, right? And with the advent of the smart devices, they are on the smart devices till until it's very typical, 1 2 a.m., for people still to be awake and falling asleep around 3 a.m. or 2 a.m., right? And not having enough sleep. So all these things contribute towards the um, extreme depression and anxiety. But I believe the wave of involuntary awakening of the Kundalini is one of the major contributors to this massive problem that is approaching pandemic levels, right? In anxiety and depression and suicides, right? So this is what is a very logical, assumption. If you read the warnings or listen, or watch the videos. The videos are available on YouTube, on Gopi Krishna, and go intensely into, because he is someone I believe is a master in, or one of the masters in this field, that gave a lot of in-depth knowledge in the science that others kept secret, right? There isn't someone else that I found that gave so much of in-depth information in the science of the Kundalini, right? And from his warning, it seems normal that people are experiencing all these problems, and psychosis and psychological problems, and and also it's affecting their genetics, and they are transmitting this to their next generation, and the next generation are already receiving the psychological problems genetically, right? Genetically inclined. So just as how people can be strong athletes, or very strong in in the religious fields and so forth, and the genetics is possible, that their descendants, it's not surprising when they're also good performing athletes, or strong in the in the field of religion and so forth. Of course, people are not necessarily following the genetic strengths. They are due to social influences, making a mess of their lives, and getting involved in addictions and so forth, right? And harmful behavior patterns, and behaviors, lifestyles that are very harmful for your health, right? I mean, you need to have minimum 7 to 9 hours sleep, right? So all this is not is contributing, but the bigger factor, I believe, is the involuntary Kundalini awakening, which it makes a lot of sense that this is the factor. So you need to take the science of yoga, meditation, seriously, or if you don't like yoga and meditation and so forth, at least do Tai Chi. I know of Tai Chi because I'm a Qigong Energy Healer. I studied, under the Shaolin Temple. This is a Chinese methodology, and Tai Chi is very powerful, right? Extremely powerful, and it will help you as well. It's a very simple practice. There's no God concept. Actually, they don't believe. The Buddhists firmly ascertain that there is no God, right? They say there is no God, right? And that you just need to evolve yourself to higher levels of perfection and attaining nirvana. So this will appeal to people who don't want any religion, religious aspect, associated, with the practice. And even like I had an experience of a professional boxer, right? He's someone who worked out every day, and when I did chakra and blocking for him, it went so easy within, as though someone was practicing yoga and meditation for years, right? That's how easy it was. But he didn't believe in yoga or meditation. All he did was training. So someone who's very dedicated and disciplined, in his physical, like in his fitness protocol and so forth, this also is going to help you, right? And it also proven to show that people who's, exercising regularly don't generally have, problems with anxiety and depression, right? Mostly the sedentary people generally, right? Generally speaking. So, at least adopt some fitness protocol, at least walking 20 to 40 minutes every day, and slowly as your fitness increases, jogging and do body weight exercises, some squats, some push-ups and crunches, right? So you got your upper body, your core, and your lower body. These are free. You can do it at home. Build some type of protocol and do that. You can do skipping. You don't have to go outside walking or jogging. You do skipping at home, right? Or you can do squats, right? It's going to, give you an amazing workout, right? And it's free. So adopting all these things is going to prevent. Don't necessarily have to go into yoga and meditation. It's not the only way, to overcome these things. So hope that information helps you, and take care always.